Hotel brothers, sisters, black pals, always giving honor to the creator, the ancestor, chief of staff, brother Harris Abdul, my sister, my in-laws, my father, my subscribers, my viewers, family members, and all of those who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of our black nation. And just to give a recap on today's video, in which I was discussing Ed Buck, Ida B. Wells, and touched on a little of John Singleton. But first of all, let me give shout out to Diane Nelson up there in Connecticut. We appreciate you, sister. You're always putting work in. But I don't want you to get up there and get caught up, because we need you out here. And I don't want you to get caught up. So, take it easy. Take your time and keep on banging. Also, Gladys Holcutt, all my brothers and sisters down there in South Carolina, Carolinas, Georgia, West Coast, East Coast, Baltimore, my Memphis G's, Detroit G's, Chicago G's, New York, Maryland, DC, Virginia, LA. Mad love to you all. To my brother down in Houston, Texas, brother Paxton, who I had the pleasure of meeting, one of my subscribers. He's going to be visiting the Washington, D.C. area in the next day or two. We're going to be doing some building, touring, and comparative study and research, as well as he's going to assist us in handing out the food and clothing to our brothers and sisters. So, with that said, I want to discuss some things I didn't discuss about Ida B. Wells and how strong she was and how non-recognized she is in today's society among the black community. That is a individual, that is a queen that every baby under 10 years old should know. That name should be a household product, just as well as you yell out for fucking LeBron and KD and all that shit, and Cardi B and all those other hoes. Yell out somebody that fought for our liberation and our existence today. Cardi B, fucking Nicki Minaj, none of them will ever do anything for the black community. Never. But take money and be greedy and lay down and sex every motherfucking body, young and old. And people like that should not be supported by the black community of today's times. Because we're getting closer and closer to going in these goddamn camps. You all can play around and fuck around, and keep watching the playoffs and worrying about who's going to win a championship on some fixed games. NBA, NFL is no different from WWF wrestling. They already know, just like the president, these teams have been selected to be champions. And at the same time, taking billions from people that are betting, believing that these games are, the work of players, natural ability, and all this shit. And it's nothing, that has nothing to do with it today. Now, back in the day, it was different. But since our community, the people in the black community, can be bought, niggas have price tags on them today. They're walking around with price tags. Most of our brothers and sisters are for sale in the black community. And a lot of you that don't study, you don't do any research, you don't read, and you're walking around like a fucking zombie with no information. You're empty-headed, knucklehead, fucking a moron, more or less. Because you have no information, you're not conscious, you know, and some of you unconscious niggas, you smoke weed and talk this Illuminati bullshit, you have no idea of what that means, what sacrifice means. You're just going by what you hear some of these motherfuckers on YouTube talk about, you know, for publicity, for views, for money. At the same time, taking you out of your element. Study your heroes and sheroes. Every little detail about them. Study the real Martin Luther King. The New Testament Dr. King. When he talked about the black people being the indigenous people of the planet. When he talked about the Vietnam War. See, those are the things that caused him to lose his life. Not that free at last, not that I had a dream, which was really a fucking nightmare. And he said that out his own mouth. That I had a dream speech became a nightmare. He realized that the cracker is not someone to work with. You cannot work side by side with this devil. Because this beast wants control. Total control. And that's why they give out crumbs that you look at as being a whole bunch of money and toys. It's nothing to them. If they can control you, they'll give you whatever you want, as long as you submit to them. And a lot of you submit. A lot of you submit. You'll do anything to get a piece of the pie. You'll sell your soul with the quickness. If you can get a ride, if you can get some gear, if you can get some paper in your pocket, and some bling and some motherfucking drugs to smoke and some alcohol, you will do anything. And this is how they're buying this out. Our boys, our black boys in the home where there is no father, they begin to start taking on the attributes of their mother. You know, walking around switching, because every black man that they see is either on drugs, strung out, just coming home from prison, unemployed, or on the corner slinging. And rarely do they see positive black role models. And they see that the women get all the benefits, that the cracker gives them Section 8, gives them food stamps, gives them money every month, disability, welfare, all types of shit, that the black man gets nothing. And so our boys say, well, I might as well be a woman, because it appears that they're getting all the play. And so you got 10 and 11-year-old boys coming to school switching. And then you parents are co-signing this shit. In the public food system, white teachers who live in middle and upper suburbia come down to the hood, take a pay cut because they are so eager to teach our children how to be nothing, how to be good employees. They don't teach them how to run corporations, how to rule countries, that they have the potential of becoming world leaders. They tell them to go to a HBC, one of these beat up, in the hood, black colleges, so they can be a good employee for the motherfucking cracker, for their sons. And so you'll see the gay boys with the good jobs up in corporate America upstairs, while Jamal, who's heterosexual, is in the fucking mailroom. But you got Twan and all these other motherfuckers switching upstairs with folders running up and down the hall for this goddamn cracker who's a faggot. And so Twan and Rudolph and all these other motherfucking twerking motherfucking faggots go to happy hour with these goddamn crackers, accept all the nigga jokes, laugh with the motherfucking crackers, and then when they're going home, they turn their nose up and switch their little busted up asses at their own people because they think they're better than the brothers and sisters in the hood. You know, and their language, their dialect, and everything changes. Now he wears these tight women's slacks that are high waters with colorful socks, some Rockport shoes, a tight motherfucking sweater that looked like it been spray painted, no facial hair, and a little ass t-shirt on, switching down there in corporate America. Waiting on the cracker to say hold all my calls and call Twan into the office. You know, and this is the shit that is happening for real. Now, not only with that, in the entertainment business, it's the same way. Bow Wow, Lil Wayne, that a buckwheat looking motherfucker, Kodak Black. See, these niggas, you know, they are reminders of the horrors of slavery as the way they look. Look at Kodak Black. He looks like a motherfucking a buckwheat coon. You know, and what they do is they pay these niggas to tap dance and take the microphone and rap. Make your shit rhyme, rap. Jump up and down, do all types of dances, twerking, get the women twerking, get them drunk, get them mollied up, gang rape them at the after party. They won't say anything because they're trying to get a come up. And so when a so-called rapper comes in, they're willing to be raped with consent just to ride in his Bugatti or his motherfucking Maybach. This is how wicked this motherfucking game goes. Same way in sports. Same way in sports. Football and basketball and boxing. You know, and we sit there and we root and cheer for these motherfuckers that have already thrown games. And that, you know, and we don't like to talk about that shit. It's, you know, very seldom do a brother or sister come out of the hood with a contract. And so once they get that contract, they buy their mother a house. Because already they're in the hole with this goddamn cracker. And they haven't even been on the field yet. They haven't played one game yet. And they're already in the hole by over $1 million or $2 million. So they have to produce, be rookie of the year and all this type of shit just to break even. And then next season they may start making some change. And then what they do? Throw it up, make it rain in the club. 2 years from that day, you're bankrupt. All the cars are gone. The big house is gone. No more parties. You're not even invited to parties. Because people are going to think that you're coming in there begging. This is how this game is played. And that's why I talk to your children. Talk to the brothers and sisters out there. Train our brothers and sisters now, babies, to be doctors, lawyers, surgeons, political activists, motivational speakers, lecturers, freedom fighters, black emancipators. Something that will be remembered and will help make a difference 200 years from now. But since our brothers and sisters are trained to just think about themselves and their families, then that's just how it goes. So, brothers and sisters, this is, and another example of that gay shit, Ed Buck, this white ice monkey motherfucker, who's murdered two brothers, two black gay men in his home. Now, how can you murder two black men in your home and you're not charged with anything? You're not even questioned. Because Ed Buck is a motherfucker. He's been a fag for a long time. He knows this game. And what he does is pick up these greedy motherfucking black fags that are looking for a white man that they think they can work and beat them out their motherfucking money. And he knows that too. And so what he does is promise them the world if they take an injection of some crystal meth before they have sex. And these people, these gay motherfuckers go out, their hearts stop beating. He gets on top of them, fucks them, and then calls the motherfucking paramedics. And they're pronounced dead on the scene. And so when they do the autopsy, his defense, his cover-up is that they died from a massive overdose of crystal meth. But then when they find crystal meth in your house, syringes, pipes, and all this motherfucking shit, dildos, sex toys, you're not charged, you're not even questioned. Because you donate some money to Hillary Clinton's motherfucking presidential campaign, you gave Bernie Sanders a few dollars, that you exempt from prosecution. But I understand that too, because no one has stepped to this motherfucker. Now, if I had a brother or a child that was gay, and he was found dead over Ed Buck's house, and Ed Buck is known for killing black gay men, he would have something coming. He would definitely have something coming. So why does the family go on television and just cry? When you know where this motherfucker lives at, you know the area he lives at, you know what he frequents, the clubs that he frequents, the gay corridor. You can catch him anytime down there on a Friday night and peel his motherfucking head. But we won't do that because he's not the right color. But if he looked like you and I, you would have murdered him last week. And so this is the hypocrisy that the black community deals with and lives with and accepts. We don't believe that this cracker will take us and put us in these motherfucking concentration camps and exterminate us. Why do you think The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, The Purge, and all this other shit is on television? Avatar, Planet of the Apes. If this shit is not going to play out. So, I try my best to wake my brothers and sisters up because we need to be on point. We need to start being alert. Put the drugs down. Put the alcohol down. Clean your act up. Stand up. Start going and doing some research as far as reading books. Going online, purchasing some conscious DVDs. Be a part of the solution and not the problem anymore. When are you going to get it together? When are you going to step up to the plate? Because it's easy for us to sit back and lie and play like that we're doing this and we're doing that and that we're about this and about that. But your actions show different. See, once this cracker gets on the bullhorn and tell us to report to the camps, it's all over. It is all over. It is all over. The next president is going to be just like Trump, but it's just a different face. Same agenda, same policies, same executive orders. And speaking of executive orders, you know, Obama and George Bush have been signed executive orders where these motherfuckers right now, can walk in your house, take your cell phone, take all the food out of your refrigerator, take your vehicle from you, and detain you. Look it up if you don't believe what I'm saying. These executive orders. And so, brothers and sisters, it's time this shit'll get off the motherfucking pot. You know, I want to also give shout outs to all the brothers and sisters who faithfully hit the comment box. You make your comments. You give me a lot of positive energy. You give me the courage and the strength to keep pushing forward, to keep digging more and more into as far as research is concerned. You know, you all know who you are. You comment every day. You don't have a lot of negative shit to say because you appreciate what not only Brother Shaka's doing, but brothers and sisters all over the country as to being avid, committed researchers, bringing you all the truth. So, that's enough for me. We got Brother Malcolm X's born day coming up in a couple of weeks. We're going to be doing a lot of things. We're going to try to make this summer a summer of 120% progress in terms of raising our brothers and sisters in the black community up. And take them to a level that they never would have imagined in their own natural mind. So this your brothers, Brother Shaka Sankofa. As always, brothers and sisters, I give you my greetings. Hotep, Black Power.